This past Sunday was the first NALCS franchising era finals, where for the first time in NALCS history, TSM was not part of the finals. Team Liquid has been crowned the first NALCS champions during the franchising era, and will for the first time be representing NA in an international event, which is amazing considering how long Team Liquid has been around. I mean, they were Cursed before, and they've been Liquid for the past few years now, but they have never gone to a final, to a international event, which is, it's kind of crazy if you think about it, you know. Even like CLG, Cloud9, TSM, the old gang, they've all gone at least once, like several times, more than once. But Liquid has always been, you know, the fourth meme and all that stuff. But hey, for the first time, Steve proved everyone wrong, and that's pretty great for them. However, it's pretty crazy that TSM didn't make finals. They had all this hype going up, just as Liquid. Liquid and TSM both had so much hype coming into this split. But TSM fell short to one of the new orgs and probably the underdog, the most underhyped team in all of NALCS playoffs, at least. And they fell short. They had all the momentum for them, they had all the hype, and they lost. Which is actually great in my opinion. Even me wanting TSM to win, probably because of all the history and wanting them to make finals, I think it's great that they didn't make finals for NA, for all the other teams. I think it gives everyone else a chance to actually prove themselves. We all know TSM, although they fall short in international events like Worlds and MSI, they're still a incredibly competent organization, and Reginald is probably not going to let this slip for next split, but it's still pretty crazy that they didn't make finals. I think this is great that for the first split in the franchising era has a different champion, and neither CLG, Cloud9, or TSM even made it to semifinals, which is amazing because this just shows that NA is changing, everything else is changing. You're never guaranteed a spot. Like, TSM fans and TSM as an org now know that they're never guaranteed finals anymore. They have to fight and work extra hard, just like Cloud9, just like CLG. Everyone is here to stay. All 100 Thieves, Echo Fox, which I'd consider still a technically new org because even though they've been around, they weren't that relevant these past few splits. But Echo Fox, Clutch Gaming, 100 Thieves, they all showed that they're here to stay and they're here to make a mark in North America. Teams now have to work extra hard overall just to make it to semifinals or even playoffs, which will simply make the region stronger. Coming into this split, Team Liquid had an amazing roster. Everyone just thought they would definitely be top 1 and 2, like probably them and TSM. Almost every single tier list that I saw on Twitter or Reddit or wherever always placed Team Liquid and TSM as 1 and 2. Everyone, honestly, most people, not everyone, underestimated Echo Fox and 100 Thieves. Everyone thought that although they had great teams on the paper, they were probably way too volatile to mesh, and perhaps once they lost, they would start losing because of all the clashing personalities that were on those teams. But they proved everyone wrong. Although Echo Fox had a little bit of a harder second half, they still proved that they were a strong team in playoffs, and they proved that Huni and Dardoch and everyone else, they're strong players and they can get back on their feet. 100 Thieves surprised me so much though. 100 Thieves, I honestly, other than Afromu, that whole team felt like washed up players, just people who were there to cash money because they had such a rich background. But they showed that even being an old veteran, not that they're really old, but they've been around for many seasons, they can still hold up to some of the newer talent and even show them that they're finalist materials, even though they didn't perform as well as Liquid in the finals, considering they got 3-0'd. But overall, this split has been one of the best splits I've seen, and I've been watching every single NAL split since it came out back in season 3, I think it was. And this has been one of the most intense, most competitive splits, and I just think it's great for the environment. I think it's great for the region. Hopefully, Liquid shows strong in MSI. I think they have the potential, and honestly, this MSI is going to be one of the most intense because Fnatic is looking strong as hell. The LCK and Chinese League is just, they're looking really strong too. And they're probably, definitely LCK is favorites as always, but I hope Liquid makes it as far as they can, and hopefully they make finals because I think they have the potential to do it. Liquid has five of the most, if not the best, they have like top two or three in each role in the region. So I think they can prove that North America is a stronger region than it has been in the past few years.